Now, I thought this was a pretty interesting question. You can pause to read. This is a guy asking how he should go about self love. How do you navigate a world that tells you you're not good enough? There's so much pressure to be the tallest, best looking, richest, things like that on social media. How do you navigate that? He's asking if he really wants to be like the people he sees on social media because that doesn't really feel like him. And it feels like when you're not portraying yourself in a certain way like everyone else does, that there's something wrong. Let's talk about it. One of the most substantial changes that your life will experience is the moment you stop basing your goals, your happiness, your status in life on what other people think about you, what other people expect of you, what other people say is right or wrong for you. I can't tell you specifically how to practice self love. There are plenty of examples of self love, but I think self love is a very personal thing that doesn't fit the same for everybody. For some people, getting a haircut is self love, or getting your nails done is self love. The spa can be self love. Playing video games, which is what I do, can be self love. The things you enjoy that bring you peace in this world of chaos can be your self love. But also, taking care of yourself, giving your body what it needs in order to thrive, can be self love. Self love is not a one size fits all, and you need to find the things that work for you. There is a lot of pressure to look a certain way and behave a certain way. Society just pressures us in general. Social media is another source of that pressure. But social media isn't real. That fitness guy with the shredded abs is hungry and thirsty and tired all the time. And they only ever look like that for social media. Those social media finance bros, the same thing, that are telling you to trade in crypto or penny stocks or Forex and all that stuff, they are broke. They're trying to get money by convincing other people to join in whatever broke dumb shit they've come up with. Most influencers, most content creators, broke. Very small percentage are living a life of luxury. They are selling a dream. That is the point. They want to make it look like they've got things you want and they've got a life that you want, so that when they tell you to do something, to buy something, to subscribe to something, you'll do it because you want to be like them. Which is fine, that's their job, but it's like a TV show. It's not actually real. Those podcasters that are talking about all women are like this, or this is how to pick up women, women don't like them. The only reason women agree to go on those shows is to promote themselves. The reason why you see women around them is because they've got money or clout. They don't like women. They try to make it their prerogative to bash women at every opportunity. And women don't like them either. When they're talking about how to be a real man, it's just toxic shit. How to cut off your emotions, how to just be a cog in the machine of capitalism, how to be violent, how to be domineering, how to judge or make fun of anyone that doesn't fit this mold that they have of what a man is supposed to look like. Do you think these men are happy? Do they look happy when they're talking about this shit? When they're telling you that the world is against you and no one's gonna help you and women suck and all of that stuff, are they having a good time right now? Why would you want to be that? Why would you want to exist in that kind of life? It's not fun. And there is a lot of pressure to exist a certain way. Pressure from capitalism, pressure from social media, pressure from patriarchal concepts. And I was like that too when I saw these creators living this luxurious lifestyle on boats and with tons of women around them and all kinds of stuff. But now that I'm in these spaces and I can talk to these people, it's all just for the camera. People got Cuban links on and they sleeping on somebody's couch. They're just entertainers. It's their job to look like they're having a good time. They're influencers. They influence you to feel a certain kind of way. But you don't have to subscribe to none of that. I don't follow none of these podcaster bros or any of that shit. And that pressure that they're applying for you to be a certain way, you don't have to give a fuck. If today you decided, you know what, they look like they're having fun when they paint their fingernails, I'm going to paint my fingernails black or whatever. I'm going to paint my fingernails. Do you know what would happen? Fucking nothing. Some miserable asshole on the internet might call you a beta, but who gives a shit? Like, as if you're having a good time with your living experience, who cares what anyone else has to say about it? Everything society says that you're supposed to do as a man, you don't have to do none of that shit. Everything that they're telling you, women want this, this, and this in a man, no women will ever go for this. Talk to women in real life, all right? Not social media. If you see my Instagram story, I am constantly around women. I love women, and they have a lot to say that is very different from what you hear on social media. But like I keep telling you, social media isn't real. When you see the post that says, I got kicked out of Harvard because my professor found my OF, that shit didn't happen. It's not real. None of that stuff is real. You have to be able to use your own wisdom and your own discernment to figure out what kind of content you want to ingest, as well as what kind of person you want to be. Do not let social media or the pressure of others try to convince you to be something that you're not. And life is way too short for us to be existing and not enjoying the experience. So I would say focus on that, and maybe that will help you find your version of self-love.